Hey guys, I'm back with part 10 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. Here at this one, I'm going to be doing the interior layout for the attic and for the basement. Be sure to go ahead and grab some white concrete, chiseled quartz blocks, smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz block, pillar quartz block, stone button, sea lanterns, iron trapdoor, dark oak wood planks, spruce wood planks, brown concrete, and gray terracotta. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just start out by marking out where all the walls are going to be, and then I'll go ahead and just fill in all of the floors with some dark oak wood planks, and then we'll make adjustments to some of the floors and some of the walls, but I think this will be the easiest way of doing this. So I'll start with the white concrete. I'll just look at our staircase here. You want to make sure you're lined up at the top of the stair. So you could go ahead and just place a block of white concrete, and you can see we're just going to go ahead and bring this all up to the same height. And then we're going to stop it until we meet up where these two smooth quartz stairs are that we placed upside down here. So we'll go ahead and place 2 layers on top of that. And then we'll continue along this side until we meet up with the other side of those stairs. So I'll be sure to count how many blocks we actually have. But overall, it's going to be like that. So we're lined up here at the edge of the staircase. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So from that corner to right here, there's 9 on each side with a 2 in the middle. Now on top of this white concrete, we'll go ahead and add an additional layer. And then I'm going to go all around the outer edge with the white concrete and just mark out where all of our walls are going to be. So I'll just look at this window right here, and lined up with it right underneath, we'll just have a block of white concrete like that. And then I'll go over to the right and just bring this along until we're still within the edge of these stairs right here. So it'll be just stopped like that. We don't have to go underneath or go all up in here because this is all going to be covered up. And just make sure this strip of white concrete is 1 block above our ceilings here for the second floor. So now you can continue following along the edge of these stairs here, all along this wall. And you can see here at this corner, it's going to be stopped right there until we meet up at the edge of that stair. And then we'll just bring this all along to the other side. And you can see how this white concrete is just right up against the window here. And then we'll stop at that corner. So once again, right up against those stairs. Bring this all the way along to that other corner. Stop it right there. And then bring this back to where we started. Just like that. So now it's a lot easier to see how much of the space we're actually going to be using. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just switch to the dark oak wood planks and completely fill all of this space in with our floors. And we'll make adjustments later to the floors. For example, right here is going to be a bathroom, so there's going to be some chiseled quartz blocks for the floors. So we'll go ahead and replace the wood with those once we actually get to marking out all the walls. But I think it'll be easier just to go ahead and completely fill it all in with the dark oak wood planks. That way, it'll be a lot easier to then place all of our walls. So it's going to be here on the same layer as this top stair. So just all of the space within the white concrete we just placed. And make sure it's 1 block lower than that white concrete, so right on top of our ceilings here. So I went ahead and just filled in all of the floors with the dark oak wood planks, and now you can see how much easier it is to see where we're going to be placing our walls. So it's a lot cleaner now. So now let's go ahead and focus on these walls that we have wrapping around the staircase. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the chiseled quartz block and just add a layer on top of this. And then we're going to have 4 layers of white concrete. So it should be like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark out where all the other walls are going to be, and then we'll bring them up later. So we're going to line up here at the left side of the wall here for the staircase. Just have a strip of white concrete down here at the bottom. So there's going to be a wall right here leading into this bedroom. We'll go towards the back side of the walls here for the staircase we don't want to be lined up all the way here on the final block, but make sure you're in one. And we'll have a strip of white concrete going right along here. So now you can see there's going to be a doorway here. This will be a bedroom. And then there's going to be a doorway here. And this is going to be a bathroom. Now let's look at this right side of the wall. We'll go all the way at the back and just bring over 4 spaces like that. So now that completes this entire bathroom. We'll head back out and we'll go back to the front side of this right side. So lined up right here, go ahead and place an additional 11 blocks. And then go ahead and bring this back until it meets up with that wall there. So when you look at this window, we have this block of white concrete. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 spaces right here. And then you meet up with the edge of this wall. Now let's look at this wall right here that we just placed. We're not going to be lined up at the corner, but we're going to be in one block, so lined up here. We'll bring this white concrete all the way to that wall. So it is like that. We'll look over here at this side. We want to make sure we're lined up with the 5th block. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to have a strip going right along here. And now for this bathroom, we're going to be 1 block further out than this wall here. So it'll be lined up here. Bring this right along. So now this bathroom is 5 blocks wide. This other one here is only 4 blocks. So we have all of the walls marked out. So this is a bedroom, bathroom, bathroom, bedroom, bedroom, and bathroom. So there's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms up here. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the chiseled quartz block and just add an additional layer on top of all of this white concrete. But for this room, it's going to be different walls. I just wanted to make sure to mark it out with the white concrete so we know where they're actually going to be placed. So we're just going to go right along here with the chiseled quartz. So I'll show you which walls actually aren't going to be the white concrete with the chiseled quartz. All of this, oh, hang on, let's do this one. So all of this is exactly as it should be. The only walls we're not adding the chiseled quartz on is pretty much just all of this right here. Or actually, you know what? This wall does have it right here. All of this, because this is the bathroom. So the only walls is just this strip here and this one. But everything else is going to have a layer of chiseled quartz. So we'll go to this room, go ahead and do the same thing. So we have all of that marked out. That's looking good. Now make sure you have your full blocks of the smooth quartz. We're going to go up here at the top and fill in our ceilings. So just all the way up here at this top layer, just add a layer of the full blocks of the smooth quartz all the way along here to the other side. So now that is all just a solid layer of the smooth quartz blocks. I'm going to go ahead and just bring up all of our other walls. So switch to the white concrete. We'll look at this space first and just bring it up until you can't bring it up anymore. So we're just going to follow right along all these stairs here and bring it up until the full blocks of the smooth quartz like that. So now that's a solid wall. And I'll go ahead and actually mark out this doorway. So we're going to have 2 spaces here at the left. So we're lined up with this 3rd block. We'll carve out 4. Bring it up by an additional, here, let's see. I think it's 5, yeah. So it's a 4 by 5. And then switch to your pillar quartz block. We'll bring it up by 5 on each side. And then 2 sideways ones in the middle at the top. This doorway is only going to be 1 block thick, so we'll go ahead and just place a couple blocks like that in the corner. And then we'll just fix these corners. And then we could delete these. And then we're only going to have stone buttons on this corner. So on this side and that side, We can't have any on this part of the door because we have our ceilings here with the smooth quartz stairs going right along here. So we're not going to be able to have a stone button. But we have that doorway marked out. Let's go over here to this wall. Add the additional layers of the white concrete all the way up. So it is now like that. And we'll look at this right side, leave one space. So starting at the second block, we'll carve out 3. Make sure it's 5 blocks in height. So it's a 3 by 5. We're going to have another doorway here. So 5 blocks of the pillar quartz on each side. Sideways 1. And this, once again, is just going to be a 1 block thick doorway. So we'll do a little something like that. And we can have the stone buttons on all these corners. So now that doorway is marked out. Let's wrap around to this other side, switch back to the white concrete, and fill in this little space here. Just like that. And then this here, we're not really going to even worry about because we're going to have some smooth quartz stairs just going right along to cover all that up. So you don't need to waste your time filling that in with white concrete. Let's go ahead and maybe do this wall right here. So just to that corner, we'll go ahead and just bring this all the way up. Like that. And then we'll go ahead and maybe do this wall right here. And then we have this section. So we'll go to this corner and fill all this in. And then we'll go back here to this part of the wall, fill it in as well. Let's go ahead and do this wall here. And now it's getting pretty dark. We're going to go ahead and do this final wall, and then we'll start marking out all of the doorways. So we'll look at this wall right here first. We'll go more towards the back side. We're going to skip over these first 2 spaces, so we're lined up with this 3rd block. And we're going to carve out 4. Make sure it's a total of 5 blocks in height. And then we'll just go ahead and add our pillar quartz. And make sure it's the same way that we've done that doorway, except we will have the stone button. So it'll be like that. And then we have another doorway here. So we're just going to leave a space here at the left. So start here on the 2nd block, carve out 4, bring it up by a total of 5. And now this doorway here is going to be the same as this one without the stone button in the corner. But this doorway is going to be 2 blocks thick since I decided just to have different colored walls in this room. So go ahead and grab your pillar quartz block. We'll just bring it up by 5 on each side. Have the 2 sideways blocks in the middle. And then we'll go on the inside, add the corner blocks. And then we'll go ahead and add the 2nd layer. So bring it all the way down. So it's like that. We'll go to this side and fix these corners. We can have the stone buttons just on this side, but on this part, like I said, we're going to have these stairs going right along there. Let's go into this room. It's pretty dark, so let me add a light. We can look at this back wall. Leave 1 space here at the right. So line up with the 2nd block, carve out 3. Go ahead and bring it up by a total of 5. And this is going to be the doorway leading into this bathroom. So just 1 block thick. And we'll be able to have all the stone buttons. Okay, so let's look at what we've done. We walk up the staircase, we go to the right, we have this bedroom here, and this bathroom. Let's head on out, we go into this hallway, go to the left, we have this bedroom and bathroom. And then we walk through here, we have this bedroom, and then we have to mark out the doorway for that bathroom. So now let's go ahead and mark out this final doorway. We'll look over here at this left side. Make sure you're lined up with the third block. We'll carve out 3 to the right. Make sure it's a total of 5 blocks in height. So it's a 3 by 5. And then we're going to have a doorway right here. And we want to make sure that this doorway is doubled up. So we're actually going to stay on this side. Add the extra corners. And then fill it all in with the extra layer. So from this side, it is like that. And then on the other side, it is right up against the edge of our wall here. Let's fix these corners. Add these stone buttons. And now this doorway is done. You can see we're going to have an extra layer of a wall all right here, lined up until you're at the edge of this doorway. There's also going to be an extra layer wrapping around here to the edge of that doorway. And then all right here. So you can see all this white concrete will be replaced with the actual color that we're going to have in here. But I just wanted to still make sure to mark this out so that it makes it easier to mark out everything else. But now, actually, you know what? Pretty much the last thing we have left to do is filling in all of these walls, and then we have to add all of our stairs, like all right here and stuff. So, go ahead and grab the brown concrete and the gray terracotta. We'll delete this strip of the white concrete that we ended up placing. And then we're going to switch to the gray terracotta. I guess we'll just start with that block. We'll go right up against the left of this doorway and just bring up a strip like that. So we're just going to have lines of the gray terracotta and the brown concrete. So now let's switch to the brown concrete, have a strip right there. And then we could pretty much just go right underneath all of these stairs. So you can see we have the brown there. Let's switch to the gray and have, I guess we'll just place it like that. So we're just left with 2 spaces. Go ahead and have the brown concrete, the gray terracotta. We just have a space of brown there. Back to the terracotta. And just back and forth, just like how we've done the lines in the other rooms. So we're going to skip over this corner and go directly to the brown, so now those are side by side. And then I'll just continue on. And then once we meet up with this part, we could just skip over that corner and go directly onto the floor. Have it right there. And we have to make sure to bring this up until it goes all the way up this wall. So now this wall is taken care of, we're going to skip over that corner. We just have the gray terracotta. And then back to the brown, fill all of this in. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I accidentally placed those, but yeah, let's be sure to actually have an extra light. Okay. So we almost went all the way around. And then for this corner, I'm just going to line up right here. So we'll just go to the brown, so now those are side by side. So I just left this corner here empty. So then we have this other space here next to the doorway. So at the right side of the doorway, we see this space of 2. And then the rest of the wall after that. Let's go right above it. We have just those few extra spaces. And now we went all the way around. The walls in here are looking good. And now I'm going to go ahead and replace all of the floors that we need to actually fix. So I'll start here in this bathroom. It's just going to be chiseled quartz, so we'll go right in between the doorway and then delete all of the floors within this room and replace it. So now we fixed these floors in here. We'll head on out, go to this room and where this bathroom is and do the same thing. So these ones are good. And then we'll head on, where am I? Okay, we'll head on into here, to this bathroom, and we'll just be on this half of the doorway, and do the same thing. And now, this room, you could if you want to just leave it as dark oak wood planks, but I'm actually just going to switch to the spruce wood planks, and replace all of these floors in this room with the spruce. So I'll just go at this half of the doorway, and then you could just go ahead and replace all of the other wood in here. So now I went ahead and just replaced all the floors in here, so that's looking good. So now we have that taken care of in every room. So all the floors are as they should be. Now I'm going to go ahead and start filling in all the ceilings with the smooth quartz stairs. So I'll go ahead and just start in this room, I guess that's fine. Make sure to switch to the smooth quartz stairs, and I'll look over here where this window is. And we're just going to be covering up all of this other stuff. So I'll start here. We just have 2 stairs like that. And then we'll go to this side, wrap it around until you meet up with that wall there. Then go up on the next layer until all these extra blocks are covered up. Right here, we're going to actually grab the full blocks of the smooth quartz and just place 1, 2, and 3. And then this 4th block will be a stair. So it's looking like that. We'll continue this along, and then we have to go up 1 more layer. And now this room is actually all done. So that looks good. We'll go to this bathroom, and we just have to pretty much wrap around right there. So I'll start over on this side, bring it along, skip over the window. So that is the first layer. Go up on the next one, do the same thing. And then the 3rd layer, right here we have to have the full blocks of the smooth quartz. So 1, 2, 3, have the stair, continue this along. And then I guess we'll go up, we'll go up 1 more layer and fill all this in. And now that should be good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this bathroom is done. We'll head on out. This hallway is pretty simple, we're just going from one side to the other, so we'll start here, bring it all the way along. Make sure to fix this, that was weird. So now the hallway is done. That was pretty simple. We'll head on to this, no, we don't have anything in here. We could do this bathroom, so this is just from one side to the other. So like that, and then we'll head back out. We have these final rooms here. So this is just wrapping around, so it's like an L shape. So that's all done. We'll head on in here, and we have another L shape here. Alright, so now that is done. The final thing we're going to do up here in this attic is just add all of our lights. So I pretty much don't really need to show this, you could just add as many lights until your room is bright enough. We have this bathroom, we can't really have anything up here, so we have to wait to add lights in here when we do the furnishings. But overall, for me, since I'm on bedrock, it's already bright enough. But I am just going to add a quick light like that just in case. So if yours is really dark, I would do that as well. And then once we actually start doing the decorations in here, we'll be able to actually add some, like, actual light. That is it for the attic. We have all of this laid out, so 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I'm gonna head back down and go underneath the staircase here at the entrance of the house. So we're gonna have a staircase going down here to the basement, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay out all of those rooms. So I went ahead and gathered up all the blocks we're gonna be using for the basement. So make sure to grab your smooth quartz stairs, quartz bricks, pillar quartz block, stone button, white concrete, chiseled quartz block, yellow concrete, orange concrete, light gray concrete, sea lanterns, and iron trap doors. So make sure you have your smooth quartz stairs. And I'm just going to delete, starting right here up against the edge of this wall, I'm just going to delete this layer of all of these quartz bricks until you're underneath this final smooth quartz stair. like that. And then let me go ahead and just move this sea lantern real quick. There we go. So let me grab those smooth quartz stairs again. We're going to line up right here up against these quartz bricks. And we're just going to have 7 layers of the stairs going down. So this will be 1. And then this right here will be 2. I'll just delete that. And then we have 3. And then this will be 4. And then 5 is right on top of the grass layer that we have here. Let me grab a sea lantern and just place it maybe right there. So this is 5 so far. We have to delete this layer of the grass. That'll be 6. And then we have to delete 2 layers. And that'll be 7. So that's how far down this staircase will be. And now you can see we're going to have to delete 2 layers of grass all throughout here. So first what I'm going to do is mark out where all the walls are going to be so we can see how much of the grass we have to actually remove. So I'm going to look right here on this grass block right on the edge of our final stairs. I'm going to work my way in towards that direction and delete 8. Make sure to delete 2 layers. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is how far in we're going to be. So there's just going to be a wall right here, which will go in that direction, and that direction. This is pretty much just like a hallway here. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a light over here because we will definitely need it because it is pretty dark. So I'm going to go to the right side of where we cut all these blocks out. So starting right here, go ahead and work your way towards the right by 15. So I brought it over like that. So I deleted a total of 15 more. If you include this hole right here, it is 16 starting from here to this side. Now we're going to start working our way over towards the left. So I'm going to add a couple more sea lanterns. So we're going to start right here. And I'm just going to dig out 25 more, just working your way towards that left side. So it is brought over to right there. That is how much space we're going to have down here. Now I'm going to start working my way towards that side. And that will line it up with that side over there. And then we can work our way all the way along and connect them together. So let me just add a bunch of sea lanterns back here, because it is pretty dark. And that should be good. So now I'll go ahead and mark out where all of those other walls are going to be. So I'll head on over here to the left side first. We're going to start here, work our way towards that side, and delete an extra 23. So I just deleted an additional 23. So if we were to include this corner one here, there's a total of 24 running all along here. Now we'll look over here at the right side, and we're also going to bring this back by 23. So starting right here, just cut out 23. Alright, so it'll be right there, and it should now be lined up with the other side. And yep, that is all good. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just connect these 2 corners together. So we have an overall idea of all of the other layers that we have to delete. It's pretty much just all within that shape we cut out. But I am going to look at this staircase right here, because we're going to have a wall going right along here on each side. So the only space we really don't have to worry about are these blocks right underneath the staircase. So let me go ahead and mark out this space on each side. So we'll just look at the right side first. And I'm just going to have a strip starting right here, lined up with the bottom stair and right up against it. We'll just work this all the way back until we meet up with these other spaces we already cut out. Like that. And then we're going to go over one more time and delete a second layer. So now this will be doubled up. So it'll be like that. So these are going to be walls that we're going to have here. And then over on this side, we'll also do the same thing. And I believe this is only just 1 block thick over here. But here at the left side of the staircase, go ahead and just delete 1 strip right here. So now that we have all of that marked out, this is all the stuff we really don't have to worry about deleting, just this chunk right here. But now, we're going to go ahead and go through and delete this chunk right here, all in front of the staircase, and then all of this here. So I'll see you guys once I have it done. I'm just going to worry about deleting the first 2 layers for now. So now I just deleted all of that space that we have right here, and then over here. So once again, all this space here is going to be the bowling alley room. And then we have just like a hallway right here. There's a bathroom, and then the movie theater room. So now I'm going to go ahead and start marking out all of the walls. And then I'll fill in the ceilings, and then we won't really worry about all of the floors until we do the actual furnishings. So I'm just going to use the white concrete and pretty much just have a layer wrapping all the way around. So I'll just start over here at this wall and just strip all the way from one side to the other. Like that. And then we'll bring it all the way along to that back side. We'll do the same on this side. So that's all good. And then we'll go on each side of the staircase. We'll line up with the edge of it right here and bring this back. So just a layer like that. We'll do the same on this side. And then this wall is going to be doubled up as I mentioned earlier. So let's just go ahead and have an extra layer. Like that. And then this wall is just going to be 1 block thick. Now let's go ahead and fill in the back side. We'll do it over here as well. So now you can kind of see a lot easier. You know what? Let's go ahead and have a wall right there. And we'll have these walls here. So now we have the staircase. This is pretty much just a hallway. To the right is a doorway. To the left is a doorway. So now on top of all of this, I'm going to add a layer of chiseled quartz. So all of that is now marked out so far. So now I'm going to continue with the white concrete and add 3 additional layers on top of the chiseled quartz. The only part we're not adding the white concrete are the walls for the actual bowling alley. So we're going to be on this half of the doubled up wall. And then all of the walls over here. So I'll show you what I mean just in case. So I'm just going to be right along here. So the only walls we're not adding the white concrete is this rectangular shape right here. Or I guess it's more like a square. Yeah, but all that space there. So all this here at the left side, we're going to continue with 3 layers of white concrete on top of the chiseled quartz. So I have all of the walls marked out here for this movie theater room. So I'm going to actually kind of go into here. I also have all of this space marked out. So you can see now, we have to finish filling in the rest of the space here where the staircase is. So I'll just go ahead and look at this side. We'll have a strip of white concrete starting at this stair. We'll bring it all the way along, and we're just pretty much filling it all in. And you know what? I'll go ahead and wrap this around and back to the other side. We'll stop it there. And there you can see we have this strip of the quartz bricks we have to replace as well with the white concrete. So it'll be like that. We have these here. We could go ahead and delete these 3 blocks. Replace it with 3 smooth quartz stairs. Then go underneath and with 1 more layer, just have the smooth quartz stairs. So when you count all of these layers, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 layers of stairs right here. We have to replace this block of the quartz like that. And now everything is good. We just have this final strip right here of the white concrete to patch it all up. Okay, so now all of that is taken care of. You could grab your light gray concrete and fill in all of this, so it'll be our ceiling. I'll grab the sea lanterns, maybe just add 2 right there. Cover it up with the iron trapdoors. So now we have this hallway marked out. I'm going to mark out the doorway here at the right side, leading into the movie theater room. So here at this right side, we're going to leave a space here at the back. Start here at the second block, carve out 5. And then delete an extra 3 layers after that. So it's a 5 by 4 block hole. So we'll just bring up the pillars on each side. Have them sideways along the top. And then this doorway is only going to be 1 block thick. So we'll just go ahead and have the corner blocks like that. Make sure to also have these stone buttons. So now we have this doorway marked out. We're now going to have the bathroom. We'll have the wall going right along here. I'll fill all this in with the ceilings. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the ceilings now. But first, let me add a few more lights in here because it is still a little dark. Okay, there we go. So make sure you have the light gray concrete. We're just going to be 1 block higher than our walls right here. So it'll be right here on this layer. So you should still see an extra space of white concrete in between the ceiling and our doorway. I'm just going to fill all of this space in. We have that all filled in. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark out the wall right here and over here for the bathroom and this little hallway. So make sure you have your white concrete. We'll look over here. Make sure to leave 1 space of the wall. So we're going to be lined up with the second block. Just have a strip of white concrete going right along there. And then we'll go ahead and have a layer of the chiseled quartz. And then the 3 layers of the white concrete. Let me add an extra light. And then I'll have a doorway just like this one. So we're going to leave a space here at the right side. Carve out 5. Make sure it's a total of 4 in height. So we're left with 1 space at the top. So we have that marked out. Now switch back to the white concrete. We're going to leave a space right here. So lined up with this second block. We'll fill this in. And now this marks out where this bathroom is going to be. So let's go ahead and continue bringing up the rest of this wall. And then we're going to leave a space here at the left. Carve out 3 by 4. And this will be where the doorway is. So now I'm not really going to worry about any crown molding in the ceilings. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the sea lanterns. So I'll just have maybe 4 in each corner for this hallway part. We could delete that now. Cover these up with the iron trapdoors. So we have that done. We'll head on into this bathroom. We'll maybe just have 2 right here and 2 on this side. So now that is done. So here for the movie theater room, it is a little bit different. I wanted to make sure it had a more of a dim look. Since it is still a movie theater, we didn't want it to be really bright in here, but I also didn't want it to be too dark to where we can't see anything at all. So we'll look at the ceiling. We'll just start here in this corner. We want to make sure we're 1 space away from the wall, from like this wall here. And then you want to skip over until you're on the 5th block. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll have a sea lantern there. So we have 4 spaces here. And then 1 space away from that wall. And then we'll skip over 3. So we're on this 4th block and have another sea lantern. So then we're left with 5 spaces here. There will eventually be 4 because we're going to have an extra layer here where the TV will be. So it'll all be symmetrical. There's going to be 4 spaces here, then we have the 3 in the middle, and then another 4 here. We'll go ahead and have some more on the other side so we could just align them up. Cover these up with the iron trapdoors. We could delete all these. And that'll be perfect, I think. So it's not too dark, but it's not too bright. So now we have this entire side all laid out. We have all our doorways and all our lights. We still have to do the floors, but let's head on into this side. We'll carve out this doorway, which we could actually go ahead and do now. So we could just line it up with how this doorway is. So it'll be a total of 5 blocks, leaving 1 space here at the right side. It'll be 4 blocks in height. Then we have to delete this extra layer here because this doorway is double thick. So I'll have 4 pillar quartz on each side, 3 sideways along the top there in the middle. We'll go on this side and just double it up. And let's see what I could do here. Could I delete all these lights? It's pretty dark. I'm trying to remember what I did here. So I'll go ahead and just leave it with the sea lantern like that for now. I think at the original build, there was so much light that was up here because I had some paintings on the wall right here with sea lanterns that it shined through the staircase. And it was enough light to actually light up all of this here. But I'll just leave that sea lantern there for now so that we can still see. But now, we have to go all throughout here. I'm going to be using the yellow concrete and the orange concrete. And I'm just going to have a mixed up pattern between the 2 blocks. Just to add a little bit of a cooler look to these walls. It is a bowling alley room, so I wanted to still give it kind of more of a bowling alley feel. And I didn't want just basic white walls. So, I'm just going to start with maybe the yellow concrete. And just maybe do a little something like that. Then switch to the orange. Have it like that. Maybe bring it over a little bit. We'll extend this yellow. Have some more orange here. Then back to the yellow. And you could just keep doing this. Like these cool little patterns until you go all the way around. So something like this. Let me go ahead and add some extra light all throughout here. Maybe a little bit more there. Okay, so it's going to be looking a little something like this. So I'm just going to continue going all the way around and fill in all of these walls. And you know what? Now that I remember, instead of worrying about this top layer here, I'm actually just going to go ahead and fill that in right now with our ceilings. So let me go ahead and grab the light gray concrete. So we're just going to be right below all of our floors that we had here for the upper layer. We're going to be right on the edge of the wall here. So we'll bring this along. And it's just going to stop until we're right on the edge right here. We'll bring this along to the back until it is right there. So just right on the edge of that. Bring it all the way over. Stop it there. And then bring it all the way across to where we started. So now you could go ahead and fill in all of the other space within that shape. And then we'll continue with the yellow and the orange concrete all the way around as well. So I went all the way around and now added all of that color. So now I'm going to have another wall going right along here, which is pretty much just a hallway that then has access to behind the bowling areas. So let's say if any bowling balls get stuck or any of the pins get stuck, someone could walk back here and fix it just like how a normal bowling alley would be. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out that wall. We're going to be doing the same pattern, so make sure you have your white concrete. We're going to go all the way here at the back and make sure you're lined up with the 4th block here. So this is just going to be a 3 block wide hallway. We'll bring this layer all the way to the other side. We'll have a layer of the chiseled quartz. And then I'm actually just going to go ahead and mark out the doorways now. So we're going to leave here. Let me go ahead and move this sea lantern out of the way. Let me just put them all up on the ceiling. So let me go ahead and mark out this doorway here. So we're going to leave 2 spaces at the right. So we'll carve out 3. So there's just going to be a doorway here. So I have the 4 layers of the pillar quartz on each side. Sideways one in the middle. And then we have the corner blocks. Have the stone buttons. So now we have that doorway marked out. We'll go all the way here at the back. We're going to be right up against the wall. And we'll delete 3 spaces here and do the exact same doorway. And now all of the other space for this wall is just going to be the pattern with the yellow and orange concrete. So now we have that wall all marked out. This is all taken care of. You know what? Let's go ahead and actually add all these sea lanterns up here. So I'll maybe just have one right there. We'll do another one here at this end. And then maybe just a couple more right down the middle. So these are 5 spaces apart. I'll have another one that's 5 spaces. Okay. And that'll be fine. We'll cover all these up with the iron trap doors. And then all this here, we're not even really going to worry about just yet. And then I'm going to go ahead and now focus on filling the floors in here. So just grab the quartz bricks and we'll fill in the hallway. So just on this half of this doorway, all of this space here, and then right through here. So just all this space right here and for the bathroom. Okay, so I have the floors filled in here for the bathroom and for the hallway, but now let's go ahead and fill in the floors here for this movie theater room, and then I'll leave it at that here for part 10. One thing I do want to point out real quick, I was just up here looking at this, and I noticed that we still have the regular blocks of the quartz. Let's go ahead and make sure to replace that with the quartz bricks. That's just a little thing that's going to bother me if I leave it, so be sure to replace that. So now that's all good. I guess I just never noticed that. But now back down here in the bowling alley room, I'm actually going to do some of the floors. So be sure to grab the full blocks of the smooth quartz. So I'll just go right here on the edge of the doorway, so lined up with this part of the wall. We're just going to have a strip of the regular full blocks, like a strip of the smooth quartz blocks right here. And then all of the other space on the other side is going to be quartz bricks. We could also be sure to do this hallway with the quartz bricks. And then right in between this doorway. There's also going to be some space back here, but we won't worry about this part. So, we have this hallway all done, all of this space here. We have a strip of just the smooth quartz blocks here. Let's head back in through here. And we're going to fill in the floors for this movie theater room. So I'm just going to clear all this just to kind of organize it a bit. So now all we need is the gray carpet and then some smooth quartz stairs. So we'll start with the gray carpet. We're just going to have some right in between the doorway. Then we'll look over here at this wall and we'll push it back by 5. So we don't have to worry about removing any of this grass here because it'll just be covered up with this carpet. This just goes out by 5. So on this 6th layer right here, we're going to now delete this strip of the grass. We'll replace it with some smooth quartz stairs. And then we'll continue deleting all of this other grass. And then let me just make sure to fix all these other holes that I accidentally deleted. Okay, so now on top of all of this bedrock, we're going to have some more gray carpet. We're just going to leave one strip back here empty, because that's going to be where our extra layer of the wall will be when we add the TV. But everywhere else, let's go ahead and add the carpet. Alright, so I just left that extra strip back there, and now you can see all this dirt that we have along the wall, we have to replace with white concrete. So now this room is done. I think we got a lot done in this video, so now, in part 11, we're going to be jumping on into the furnishings. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it at that here for part 10 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. If it helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 11.